And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Stepping in now, Matt Garza. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it.
This is one bit of an advantage, and he comes through here with the base hit.
Scooter Gennett will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Here comes a 2-2. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. Shorty Mack is ready to go here as we begin the third. And now a pitch on the way. Here's one in the air now for Braun out in left. And he's got it for the first out.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. One, 2. This is foul right side. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Antonio Moose will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. The 3-1 coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Full count offering on its way. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Jonathan Lucroy will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow. 3-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, a great job there on the mound. You see, he fell behind 3-0 and then decided he'd better start pounding the strike zone a little more. That's a good pitch there that finally sets him down.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Into the box, Chris Carter. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. See you later, over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Chris Carter. And the Brew Crew has cut this to a 3-2 ball game now.
Talk about a feast or famine inning. How about that in this game?
In now, Aaron Hill. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
Domingo Santana will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. Now the 1-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. J.J. Watts will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. One on the way. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here, he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Now the 3-0 offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they've got to figure out some way to shut down this running game. And I think it has to start out there on the mound with maybe the guy holding on to the ball a little bit longer or showing a couple different looks, because they've been reading him like a book so far.
Fouled straight back. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a look and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, errors have killed these guys all afternoon, and this could wind up being a costly one, too. You've already let one unearned run across. Now you've got to work like heck to prevent another.
Big Daddy Kelly will stand in, and after the error, that certainly changes the scope of this inning around.
Yeah, you were looking at maybe 2 outs and nobody on. Now it's 2 on and nobody out. That's about as big a change as you can get.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Now a spin and another throw back to second. Might have an idea something's up here. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. And again a throw. Being especially careful here. And yet another throw back to second. Runners back. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
These are the kinds of chances you can take when you're already up by a run. Here, I doubt they were expecting to see this. I know I wasn't. And it works out for them as both guys move into scoring position now.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. The 2-2 coming. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
He'll be kicking himself there. 2 ducks on the pond, and he pops one up. But that's an opportunity at the plate that you just have to take advantage of.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Up next for Oakland, center fielder, Rusty Red.
Rusty Red will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. 3-2 with the bases loaded. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, and the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, so much for that intentional walk. The idea, it made sense. Try to get yourself a double play if you can, but it's going to wind up backfiring on him in a big, big way.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout, and the call is out. That's going to be it for Matt Garza. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Sean Nolan is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Stepping in now, Rico Black. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside, and that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard, too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
Shorty Mack will stand in. He flew out his last time up. The 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. Another 1-2 delivery. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But not before the A's strike for 4 runs, with the big blow being this grand slam. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers 2. Reimer Liriano will stand in. A line-out victim his first time.
Ready now on 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
The 1-1. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. 2-1. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Here's the 2-2 home. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Bones will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
Scooter Gennett will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. From the stretch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 2-2. Runner goes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Tyler Thornburg is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Standing in now, Antonio Moose. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Two-two pitch on the way. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. J.J. Watts will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Jonathan Lucroy will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Now another 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's one away.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a .500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
One pitch on the way. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
2 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. He'll try again, 1-2. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
In now, Aaron Hill. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Domingo Santana will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready with the 2-1. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll round it and try a relay throw, and he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Reimer Liriano will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Full count pitch on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers 4. Coco Brown will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Here's the 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in standing. Here comes the 2-1. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
I don't think he's too thrilled with himself behind the plate. It's hard to say for sure, but if he puts this ball in the bag, I think he's got a good shot at getting him at third. Instead, this one's high. He might even be fortunate it's not down the line, and the runner's able to slide in safely.
Kiki Bones will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Payoff pitch coming. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, 1 out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Now a move over to first, back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. He's ready. Now the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
That's disappointing right there. You figure you should get at least 1 more shot at the cycle before this one's through.
Rico Black will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Here's the full count offering. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. The 3-2 one more time. In the air to right center. Oh, and he misses it. And now third base coach Mike Gallego's going to windmill him on home. And the runner will score from second.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
Shorty Mack will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Chopper foul. Three and 2, here it is. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the A's 9 and the Brewers 4. Jonathan Villar will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Brown is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, you know as well as I do, EK, that there's a big difference between going the other way with a pitch and just flat out being late. That's why he couldn't really drive that ball to right field.
Martin Maldonado will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Martin Maldonado.
One out, nobody on. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman, number 2.
Scooter Jeanette will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 9-4. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Number 54 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 54.
Chubby Ali will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. And the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Antonio Moose will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here's the 1-1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes the 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. J.J. Watts will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. 1-1. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on top, however, 9-4. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low and
Back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
no problem here, 1 away. Ryan Braun will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's a team that 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Full count pitch on its way. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Aaron Hill will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now with the Oakland pen. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He works 6 1/3, mostly forgettable innings, but he will leave with the lead in his pocket. C.J. Pack will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Aaron Hill will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Here's the 2-1 now to Hill. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that 4-seamer right by the guy.
The 1-1 home. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 9-4. Coco Brown will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now the 3-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here, as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 6-run ball game.